Have you ever taken a single bite of something so incredible that it changed the way you remember an entire trip? You're not alone, because the majority of travelers today consider food just as important as the sights when choosing where to go next. And honestly, who could blame them? Europe is a place where dishes whisper stories from centuries past, where flavors reveal how people live, celebrate, and love, and where every meal feels like a passport into a new world, one that you can taste. So today we're diving into the top 10 destinations for food lovers in Europe. A journey filled with rich flavors, culinary secrets, centuries-old traditions, and dishes so iconic they're worth crossing an ocean for. And trust me, number 1 will really surprise you, because it's a place where food isn't just cuisine, it's practically a religion. But before we take off, welcome back to Jetlag Stories. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. It truly helps us grow our channel so we can keep creating more travel inspiration for you. Ready? Let's begin. Number 10, Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon greets you with the smell of sea breeze drifting between terracotta rooftops, while grilled sardines sizzle on street corners and tiny pastelarias proudly display perfect, golden pastéis de nata, their caramelized tops cracking like a tiny firework beneath your spoon. This is a city built on flavor. Seafood is king here, from buttery octopus salad to bacalhau prepared in more styles than you could possibly sample in a single visit. For the freshest seafood, explore the traditional tascas, small, unpretentious eateries beloved by locals. And always order the house wine. Lisbon's Vinho Verde is light, crisp, and perfect with grilled fish. And yes, this is also the birthplace of that fiery, citrusy, addictive piri-piri chicken, grilled until the skin crisps up and the marinade practically dances on your tongue. Number 9, Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh is the perfect destination for travelers who crave hearty, comforting food with a modern twist. Sure, you'll find traditional haggis, surprisingly flavorful when paired with creamy mashed turnips. But Edinburgh's culinary scene has reinvented itself in the last decade. Scottish chefs are turning local ingredients like wild venison, hand-caught salmon, foraged mushrooms, and heather-infused honey into elegant dishes worthy of an art exhibit. Walking through the city feels like stepping through history, but eating here feels like stepping into the future. Head to Edinburgh's farmers' markets to try real Scottish produce, smoked fish, freshly baked oatcakes, and artisanal cheeses. And if you love whiskey, this is heaven. Try a tasting flight to explore Scotland's smoky, sweet, and peaty flavors. Number 8, Lyon, France. Lyon is often overshadowed by Paris, but real food lovers know this is the true capital of French gastronomy. Cozy bouchons fill the streets, serving dishes that melt your soul. Slow braised pork, pillowy quenelles bathed in crayfish sauce, and hearty sharing plates passed down from generation to generation. Bouchons are intimate, lively, and portion sizes are generous, so arrive hungry. Walk into Les Halles de Lyon and it feels like entering a temple of flavor. Gleaming rows of cheeses, glass jars of truffles, pastries stacked so neatly they almost look fake, and butchers proudly preparing sausages the same way their grandparents did. And try the praline tart, Lyon's signature bright pink dessert that tastes like caramelized almonds wrapped in a hug. Number 7, Naples, Italy. Naples doesn't serve pizza. Naples is pizza. This is where it all began. Soft, blistered dough bubbling in wood-fired ovens, crowned with creamy mozzarella and San Marzano tomatoes so sweet they taste like summer sunshine. Eating pizza here ruins all other pizza forever. But Naples is much more than that. Its street food scene is legendary. Fried seafood cones overflowing with tiny crisp anchovies, arancini stuffed with molten cheese, and the iconic sfogliatella. Flaky, layered, and filled with ricotta so fragrant you'll want to slow down just to savor it. Napolitans eat standing up, walking, talking, laughing, so try a street-side fried snack for the full experience. And if you want dessert, choose between sfogliatella riccia, crispy, or frolla, soft. Locals have opinions, big ones. Number 6, Valencia, Spain. Valencia is the birthplace of paella, and tasting it here is like meeting the dish in its purest form. Golden rice infused with saffron, tender rabbit, chicken, snails, artichokes, every ingredient chosen with purpose, every bite, a reminder that paella is meant to be shared around a large, steaming pan. For authentic paella, eat it at lunchtime, as locals rarely order it for dinner. And avoid restaurants displaying photos of paella outside. Real Valencians don't need pictures to know what to expect. But the food adventure doesn't stop there. Valencia is famous for creamy horchata, roasted red peppers bursting with smoky sweetness, and tapas bars where the plates keep coming until you beg them to stop. Number 5. San Sebastián, Spain. San Sebastián may be small, but its food scene is colossal. Stroll through the old town and you'll find pintxos, tiny gourmet bites balanced on crisp bread or skewered with a toothpick, creamy cod, grilled prawns, chorizo bathed in cider, foie gras dripping in sweet reductions. Each pintxo bar has its own specialties, and hopping from bar to bar is basically a culinary treasure hunt. Follow the locals, they know which bar has the best pintxo for that day or that season. And always start with just one. Trust me, 10 minutes later you'll have a full plate without even realizing it. Number 4. Dublin, Ireland. Dublin's food scene is warm, comforting, and full of heart. Think freshly baked soda bread that steams when you tear it open, oysters pulled from the Atlantic hours earlier, stews slow cooked until the meat falls apart, and mashed potatoes so buttery they practically glow. Order seafood when you're near the coast. Irish waters are cold, clean, and perfect for shellfish. And then there's the whiskey. Dublin's whiskey bars take tasting to an art form, offering smooth, smoky, floral, and oaky varieties that reveal a whole new side of Irish culture. Number 3. Porto, Portugal. Porto feels like a mural painted with flavors. Here you'll find francesinha, a towering sandwich layered with meats and smothered in a spicy beer sauce. You'll find seafood rice dishes so rich they rival paella. And everywhere you go, there's the smell of grilled meat drifting through the air. But the soul of Porto lies in its wine cellars. Vast, dimly lit spaces where port wine ages for decades in wooden barrels. The wine here tastes like history. Sweet, complex, warming. Visit the Gaia side of the river for the best cellar tours. And try a tawny port in the evening. It pairs beautifully with desserts and sunsets. Number 2. Athens, Greece. Athens is a feast for the senses. Wander through its streets and you'll smell oregano, thyme, and sizzling souvlaki long before you see them. Plates arrive piled with grilled meats, creamy tzatziki, tomatoes that actually taste like tomatoes, and olive oil so rich and fruity it could almost be considered a beverage. And then there's dessert, honey-soaked baklava, loukoumades drizzled with syrup, and chilled Greek yogurt topped with nuts and a river of honey. For the best food, eat where the locals eat, especially in neighborhoods like Syri and Monastiraki. And always order shared plates. Greek meals are meant to be eaten together. Number 1. Bologna, Italy. If food had a homeland, it might just be Bologna. Known as La Grassa, the fat one, Bologna is where Italy's most iconic dishes were born. This is the true home of tagliatelle al ragu, and tortellini so delicate they're folded one by one like tiny edible jewels. Avoid spaghetti bolognese, locals don't eat it. Always choose tagliatelle for ragu. And don't leave without trying fresh tortellini in broth, a dish so comforting it should come with a warning label. Mortadella? Bologna invented it? Parmigiano Reggiano? This region protects it like a national treasure. Walking through Bologna feels like walking through a living cookbook. Markets overflow with handmade pasta, wheels of cheese aging in perfect rows, and simmering pots of ragu filling the air with the kind of aroma that makes you stop and close your eyes. Bologna sits proudly at number 1, because nowhere else in Europe celebrates food with such unapologetic devotion. And that wraps up our list of the top 10 destinations for food lovers in Europe. If this video made you hungry, or inspired your next culinary adventure, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and join our Jetlag Stories community for more delicious journeys around the world. Until next time, keep exploring, keep tasting, and let every trip feed your curiosity. Bon voyage!